Hello everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woohoo! Today we're starting it off by the first basically match of the top 4 for the APAC server. Sorry, bit of house cleaning out of the way. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid any stream sniping happening. And basically, if you want to get rewards and you are from the APAC server, you have to watch through the portal. You have to make sure that you are logged in and that you have accepted cookies, because if you just see a gray screen, it means you've not accepted cookies. So that's basically it. The timers will stop 2 hours from when the game starts. So after that, it's out of my hands, basically. So I will stream for at least the minimum amount of time that, well, all the timers are active, basically. And after that, I will call it, because by then the games will long since been over. So yeah, more than that, I do apologize. I still have a bit of a cold, so I will cough every now and again. I am living on cough drops to avoid that messing with the games as much as possible, but I do find generally that once I've talked a while, it happens a bit more often. But yeah, we are getting ready. We are waiting for the room to drop below 3 minutes so that I can actually go into the room, because obviously I do not do that before the 3 minutes are up because of the 3-minute delay. Basically, this is our top 4. We have YSL, Chart, NT, and Reckom. And if I remember correctly, we are starting off with Reckom versus Chart, and then we're going to go to the upper bracket. So let's see. 20 seconds left to go before we can go into the room. I don't really come. I always find this so funny because it looks like I have 353 battles. The thing is that 345 of those are me spectating tournaments. It's something I always find funny. So yeah, we're just waiting. There we go. We are at 3 minutes. I always just wait a few seconds longer just to be absolutely sure. OBS is having a bit of a hiccup here. Looks to be an internet hiccup, but it did reconnect there, so hopefully all will be fine. But yeah, let's go into the room now. Chart is already completely ready with 2 Kraanwagens, 2 Felices, a Concept 1B, a Hori, and an LT. And Reckom is still deciding what to do. This is basically the second time that OBS hiccuped a little bit on me. So I'm hoping that everything will be okay from here on out. And I will definitely be restarting everything once this stream is done, just to be on the safe side. Reckom in the meantime is still missing a player, but I've no doubt there we are. They're now complete. And we see Reckom taking potentially a Super Conqueror. But we see 3 Kraanwagens, a Panzerwagen, and potentially another one. I don't think we're going to say a VZ55. Generally, I don't think that's a meta tank. Anyway, we are starting it off on Vineyards, so we can actually start by showing a little video for that. Vineyards, one of my more favorite maps, though I did like it a lot better when we had sort of like a dusk setting, so the lighting was easier on the ice. You have 3 bases, 1 in the town and 2 relatively close to the respective spawns. We have the med corner there. And generally we see some cheeky... Basically, this is a map where we have seen lots of cheeky tactics before, with people running more or less to the other base to get some crossfiring happening there, and it's always interesting. Thank you, Eric, for the sound check. Eric always updating me on whether sound is sounding okay or not. Yeah, just to reiterate, because I got a question on Discord about this. The APAC stream gives rewards for the APAC server. That also means that the EU streams gives reward for the EU server and NA for NA. So basically you cannot get rewards other servers' games through the portal. Basically the portal only works for that specific server. Reckom now completely ready with 5 Kraanwagens, a Panzerwagen and 1 Felice. Super Conqueror and VZ are out of the window. Let's see. Almost ready to go into the first game. It is a double elimination, by the way, which means that basically you can lose once and that's fine. But if you lose a second time, then you are out of the tournament. So whoever loses this matchup isn't out yet. And here we go. Do, do, do. I do love that camera. I love that tank. I want the tank. Cologne is in agreement with me. Even though he doesn't hear me. Just to be clear. Silver going for the quick cap. We have Davy on the other side in the LT doing the same thing. But arriving a split second later. So technically speaking, Reckom should have an advantage here. Blind shots happening into the base. But obviously Silver is more careful than that. Frim has been spotted. Silver lost a whole lot of HP getting out of there. They were waiting for him. Now we have just 4 Guy Fox just waiting. Loading one into Grim. We have Flavius holding in the middle. Together with Piaxley and Cologne on the other side. I'm probably pronouncing that differently than how he expects. But that is how I read it. So let's see. Right now, Reckom has a tiny bit of a point advantage. But HP wise, they're just over 1k behind. Vulu is holding all the way there just to have a look at the city. Davy now is going in there though. Probably going to have a quick look to see if anyone is there. Then maybe try and cap the base. He is not spotting anyone and he's doing exactly what I thought he would. Because that makes sense. You don't see anyone, you might be able to get a free cap. He's being very careful, capping it as close to their side as he can, so that he can possibly get away with it. Vulu has been spotted. He is still safely hidden. Vulu is not going to go for the decap, actually pulling back, and that gives Chart a second base. And that means that they already have the point advantage, because that was only 5 seconds. And I also just realized there was a small update in the game. So I can no longer fly through buildings. So I'm going to have to fix that before EU2. We will make it work. We can work with it. It's just easier if I don't have to. So now we enter a bit of a holding game. Dave is still at the back, watching for anyone that wants to go towards base C over there. But for the rest, Chart has all the cards in hand. We're nearing 800 points. Mandalorian is actually not spotted there. And just for Fox, for Guy Fox, still holding. Now taking it has to be a bit more forwards because of that. But it's still nicely dug in. And of course, if they were to push him... No, Reckom is actually making a push in town. Taking a few hits. And they're letting them have base base C, sorry. Because they don't really need to bother with that, with the advantage that they have. If they now they do. Sure, it's sort of giving it away here. C has been stolen. They are still very close, but they need to kill Krim. Krim is the easiest target here. Forget-me-not. Slowly turning his tank. A is also being kept. Base C is being stolen back. But if Wuluk dies, 995 points. And there we... Let's see what... Unfortunately, how can you guys play this video? Is it an option in PC, in training rooms and tournaments? Basically, do you mean the map preview? Have a good day, Prof. Basically, when I play a map preview, I have the video files loaded into OBS to help with that. Actually, I might actually restart the game after we are done with the first matchup to get that mod installed. Just to make sure that I can fly through buildings again, because that is actually very helpful. Plus you can go through the ground and you can go higher up and everything. It's helpful. "46 seconds left to go. We have chart now ready for the second game on Vineyards with 3 Kranwagens, 1 Phillies, a Hori, a Panzerwagen and a Vickers. Whereas on Reckom's side we see the F3s making an appearance, 2 of them, 4 Kranwagens and a Panzerwagen as well. They're cheeky little things though, they're very fun. And I kind of wonder, like, when I play, like randoms, I prefer the base A side over the base B side. I kind of wonder how that is for tour players, because I know that this is one of those maps that is not quite balanced in the way of, as in, the spawns are different. Like that's the case in most maps, but in this case I feel that the difference in the spawns is a bit bigger. If that makes sense? I hope I'm making sense. Let's see. I also saw a pop-up offer pop up right before the game starts. It does that often, to be honest. Yesterday I had to click away like 5 or something. Or the day before that, I should say. Silver again going for the cap. Being very careful. Waiko might be spotting him soon though. And he does. And they both eat a hit for it. But it does mean that they're not getting the base. Davy in a position to reset. Silver has to be careful not to peek out too far. Mandalorian now arriving to ensure the cap will be theirs. Davy moving in, Mandalorian getting shot at. But Silver still capping. Base B is now also being capped. Oof. Hori landing a big one into Mandalorian. OBS derping a bit around again, but the game is still working, so I have no idea what's happening. It always does this on the important streams, honestly. Both teams have a base. Reckom has about a 30-point advantage though. Forget-me-not losing a little bit of HP. Silver with this little light has to be careful. Waiko and Davy at the back there. Davy going for the cap, does get shot at immediately. And we have the F3s making a move to the town. Forget-me-not's position here is actually very useful because he's holding ooh, nice shot by the Hori. He's holding in a position where he's closer than we normally see the tank switch, like back here. But it also means that he's getting those spots in. Also, it's weird because the hiccups are actually just in OBS. And it seems to be doing that every 10 minutes. Well, as long as the portal is not affected, I don't mind. See now, still getting capped by Davy. On the other side now, though. And they seem to be getting away with it again. Silver losing a large chunk of HP there. Just for Guy Fox has to be careful. He is not completely without support, but he doesn't have a lot of it. So he's likely going to get eaten alive by Vulu and Pixley. I should say. He does land all of his shots, but then he goes down. Silver in the meantime losing more HP. Rome being set upon. Xiaohei takes a hit, but is really looking to take out Krim. Silver goes down. Ooh. I'm not sure if that missed or if that bounced on the top of the head. Oh, Flavia's not getting the kill. But we have Forget-me-not moving in. He does still go down to Xiaohe though. Forget-me-not versus Rome. We have Cologne versus Flavius. Waiko goes down. Cologne goes down. 895 points. It is 5 versus 4. Really going for the cap. 960 points. They just need one more kill. No, 2 more now. Davy goes down. Chart has so much more HP left. Massive shots into Pixley. Flavius. Oh, nice. Basically, he made a miss. Flavius still goes down. But so does Pixley. And it is 3 versus 2. With Forget-me-not now climbing up towards base A. Like, even if anyone would die now, Chart will have it on caps. They still kill Mandalorian though. But the game is for Chart. Hey, Bettybot. Panzerwagen, basically, the thing is that it has the super speed boost now. And that's definitely effective. I think it also has tungsten, if I remember correctly. I can't check that right now, because I don't have it on this account. But basically, with that, it is meta, because it can be very versatile and very effectively used. We are moving on to Oasis Palms, which looks like this. You have 3 bases, 2 in the town-ish section, 1 in the sheer desert. And there's lots of lines of fire here. This is one of the maps where we sometimes see lots of early on blind fire just from spawn to spawn. It's one of the reasons why I feel that, yes, I'm a fan of entering the game reloaded, but there should be a bit of a delay, like maybe super fast reloading the first few seconds or something, just so that you're not off, you can not clip someone straight off, so to speak. To me, that would make sense at least. Let's see. 30 seconds left to go. We have Chart now ready with a Constant on B, 2 Felices, 3 Kranwagens, and a Hori. And Reckom is taking 6 Kranwagens and an MLE. We haven't seen that one in the season yet, so I'm curious to see how it performs now. Countdown clock has begun. Wooloo switching quickly to the Constant Bomb B, just to have a little less Kranwagen on the battlefield. And to be fair, no, the RHM is not an easy tank to play, but all these guys are pros, so they can play it. I can't for the life of me. In randoms, maybe I will get away with it, but certainly not in tours. And let's see. Here we go. Speed boost activated. Even the Felice using speed boost. Most of Reckom is heading into the desert, with Krim heading into town. Probably just to hold. We have Kranwagens and Felices looking at one another. Krim and Davy both get spotted. And it seems just for Kai Fox is holding in the desert. We have Wooloo actually making a move for the base here. I wonder if he's going to get away with that, because we do have Chart there in the Concept 1B. Oh, that was a blind... No, it might not have been a blind shot. I'm not sure if the light bulbs I see have the delay or if it's instant. But I think it's instant, so that would have been a blind shot. Shots have been fired. Base A now being taken. Wooloo moving back in to cap that base, because they do need it. And he is going to lose more HP. Oh, he is definitely losing more HP for it. Second shot misses though. A has been capped by Chart in the meantime. Waiko is capping base B. Grim does not get to reset it. Silver takes a hit as he crossed into town. Was that a blind shot, or was he just still spotted? And now Chard has a big advantage because right now Reckom doesn't have any of the bases. And they will have to think on their feet if they want to turn this around. I do need to check I don't think I've ever seen the flying carpet monkey thing while playing. I don't think it has the accuracy thingy. I think it's got tungsten and super speed boost. In the meantime, we have the Kranmakers holding. We have Chart 3 versus, well, if we can crimp 3 versus 3, but with Chart having 2 bases, Mandalorian now also arriving. But they're slowly but surely whittling Silver down. He's definitely the preferred target. And they just shoot a round to kill him off. That is just mean, though. Now we have Shanghai arriving. He does not pen that shot, though. Has the sandbags activated. Cologne in the meantime and Waiko losing a whole lot of HP in other places. We have Forget Me Not being focused on. Prim and Cologne both go down. Wooloo goes down. Forget Me Not does go down in the end. But big hit into Mandalorian there. If they kill him, it should be all over. And they do hit that 985 points right now. And there we have it, the chime. Rome and Pixley do survive it. But at what cost? They still lost the game, and Charlotte is looking very, very strong with a grand total of 3 victories in a row right now, which means they are up for match point. If they win the next game, then they are basically through to the upper bracket, and that would mean that Reckom is through to the lower bracket. Not out yet. They can still fight their way back. Let's see. I can't imagine they carry no kit, though. To be fair, they might get away with not doing that. But I think everyone at least carries the fix-it kit, the multiple purpose thing. 1 minute left to go before we go into the 4th game. Chart now ready with 3 Kranwagens, 2 Phillies, Ohori, and a Panzerwagen versus 5 Kranwagens, a Panzerwagen, and a Concept 1B. Also, I've said this before and I will say it again. I don't blame any players for using bolt tanks. I do hate that the Phillies has only been sold once and for a massively high paywall, basically. Like the fact that it costs like €300 in order to get the Phillies. That's insane. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of a tank like that being meta. That being said, I still want the Phillies. And at force. Thing is that generally in randoms, I don't use the super consumables. Like sometimes I will use the super speed boost on tanks that can't carry like things like adrenaline. Because then I use fix it, and the super speed boost, something like that. But for the most part, I don't really like the super speed boost. Also, like, I think I'm locked onto Wooloo, and he uses the speed boost, like, which makes sense because of the fact that it's now a 2-shot autoloader. Silver and Davy spotting one another. And this is the thing, though. Davy is such a juicy little tank. Well, at least the Panzerwagen he's driving is. We have the Kranwagen slowly but surely also arriving there, but pretty much all of Reckom is heading into town, minus those 2. Silver is not without support. Blind shots happening. I think they're guesstimating where the Hori is at. Silver going for the cap, if you can get away with it. Chart has been spotted, so has the Kranwagens. Oh, big hits into Mandalorian. They will know about where the Hori is now, but they also know that that cost him a whole lot of HP there. So now as they are rotating around, Silver's taking a different position. Bulu is... Oh, he is going to get absolutely wrecked there. He's alone. He's reloading and he's dead. I'm not sure if that was a glitch in the Matrix or meant to be happen. B is getting kept. Waiko is there. Cologne losing a lot of HP as well. Reckom is basically... It's like Chart pulled the rock out from under them. A is being kept, B is being kept. And they are getting away with it. No? Davy left base A. Does not want to get clipped by Crim. But B is theirs. Reckom does have a point advantage, but they are a tank behind. I think they're going to try to go after Bexley now. At least if Elise is. But Bexley uses the buildings to avoid getting shot. He does land another one though. Forget-me-not is not looking all too healthy either. Cologne is almost gone. We have Rome wanting to protect him. But again, they just... Rome is the one that just keeps getting ignored in favor of the tank behind him. And he gets murdered. Mandalorian, Flavius both go down. 3 guns gone from Reckom versus 1. We have Chart landing a clip in Rome there. Just for Fox. Oh, barely. Rome has now a grand total of 29 HP. And gets taken out by Chart. Waiko gets taken out by Bexley. Forget-me-not is playing Ring Around the Roses with Crim. Bexley goes down. Silver is almost gone. And I think he actually used his reserve shell there. I think he expected to die more quickly, but Forget-me-not was still reloading. And the game and the matchup are for Chart. Well played, very confidently played by Chart here. What's this? Customization content. This is not gonna lie, value-wise, I would love this, but I don't play on APAC. I don't get these offers on my own account on EU. Oh well. Like, these are all the offers that I just kept getting. It's insane. But yeah, that is the first matchup up and over. And let's see, do we have a score for the other team yet? No, they are still going. So that means we will follow Chart into the upper bracket. If it loads, that would help. It doesn't actually show. Oh no, there. It shows below that. That makes sense. Oh no, it's actually... The first stage, the 6th tour, actually got, I think, manually moved in because there were issues with it. So basically we see the round robin round 6 above, and then below that is the next game. So that is 10 past, which means we have 40-ish, no, 45 minutes. That means I am going to start a replay and then I will briefly leave you. This doesn't happen often, but I really need to go to the bathroom. And I would restart my game, I said. I will do that when I get back. I will first show you a replay. And you can look at that while I'll go. Oh, that's an IS4 replay. That should be a fun one. So we'll start that. And then I will be right back. IS-4 is one of those tanks. It's been one of the most settled tanks for many, many years. I hardly ever drive it because there are so many tanks that I would prefer to drive. Not least of which being the Yo that he's facing here. Or even the IS-7 at the back there. Now we know that there's someone in C. That's the IS-7. That's a 2-shot. Nice. The other guy is there as well. He's now... Ooh, that's a tougher tank to deal with. But with him going ring around the roses as well, that actually makes it easier. We are now entering a Kolobanov stage though. So running away, he has to be careful of his behind. Let's see, with the Sheridan arriving. If he gets away with this though, like, the object should have easily had him by now. Nice. And the IS-4 has the super speed boost, which is making all the difference here. The fact that the Sheridan is actually moving nice on his ass. Well played. He actually did it. I thought he's not gonna peek there, surely not. But he actually is. I would have switched to Premo now. Nice shot there. Beautiful. Oh, that is very well played. I missed the first minute and a half, but other than that, that was a great game. And to be fair, like, of all the camos that we have in the game, I love the animation of this. I don't like the shape of it because it's too round for the IS-4 in my opinion. Animation is funky though. Well done. So let's see, do we have a score yet for the other team? Yes, we do, because it says 4 minutes. YSL won that. 4-1. So the next matchup that we have is YSL versus Charts, and that will determine who's through to the grand finals. But we still have an hour and a half to go before the time is end. So I will be just filling all the time. Let's see, I have some replays. I am curious about this one. If you have replays you want me to show on stream, by the way, I have a Discord server and I have a channel there that is called Tournament Season Replays, and I use them to show in between matches like this. Because the thing is, I cannot play PC to save my life, so I'm not going to bother with that because it would look awful, and I'm a touch player. So I'm not the worst of players, but when it comes to PC, I'm pretty sure that anyone could play better than I can. So I don't want to do that to you. Let's see. We're going to go to the camper position. This is one of the things that makes me generally not drive the Death Star, because honestly I do not want to camp. I don't like it. If he hits that though. Beautiful. Like when it works beautifully. Honest to be, light something up. Not in front of your face, but wow, we have a med camper as well. Poor STB. Oh, oh. That was a derp. He's still not spotted though, he might get away with it. That is the end of the STB. I would not have gone down just yet, because I don't know where he's at. And he does have a push. Nice. Still not spotted. He just has to be very careful. There is still a Death Star there somewhere. We just don't know where exactly. Let's see. Oh, there he is. And we have some heavies over to the left side of the map. Not me needing to point in the direction to know which is left and which is right. Yeah, he's not in a place where... Ooh, pre-aim, pre-aim. Nice. That will definitely get you spotted though. There you go. He's not quite dropping down just yet. Kranwagen wanted to do the sneaky. To be fair, no, I wouldn't call that luck though. That was a great game in the IS-4. The thing is that, yes, every ace is a combination of luck and skill. But when they make the wrong choices, you made all the right choices there. Nice shot. Hope that penned. Is he climbing over or attempting to? Looks like it. It definitely looks like it. Oh, bless his heart. Like, when it works out. That blind shot definitely hit because you see the difference between the ribbon and the counter. It's so much fun when the Death Star works, though. I like how the Kranwagen is complaining, even though he's done such a crap ton of damage already. There goes the Streetwagen. Aw. Come on, give him more damage. Peek? Well, you could have just peeked there. Aww. Missed opportunity. Nice! Casual 7k damage. Now he could actually kill him. Oh, that bounce though. That made all the difference. This is why I hate some... Nice. He almost HE'd himself to death there though. Still, casual 7k damage game. Not bad, not bad. I did get a 6CTP game. I'm not sure if that was this one. No, that was a different one. Oh, I have 2 6CTP games. And we've got plenty of time, so I will be showing that as well. But I got another replay in the that I can show off as well. And it's a colo, so I'm looking forward to that. I love colo games. Because generally speaking, they're just very, very clever. But just look how easy Rock made it look here. See, when it works, it really works. Even if you get a camper medal. This is the camper medal, by the way. Sometimes I have people getting first classes and they're like, oh, why wasn't that an ace? But they have a camper medal. And it's not that the medal gives you less XP. Basically, damage over distance gives you less XP. So, if you have a camper medal, the damage that you do is worth less in XP points, if I'm, so to speak. I can't really explain it correctly. But yeah, let's do this one first then. We have what we play in a 3 marked 6CTP. I have a grand total of 1 marked tank. And that is mainly because I just switch tanks, and some of the tanks that I like driving can't be marked because there's too little data on them. Benny just said the F3 183 is as reliable as a cheap watch. And then Silent Cooker replied, even a broken watch is right twice a day. That is true. And this was one of those games where it was right. Oof. Let's see. There's some people there. AMX 54 is just moving in. Rhinoceronte as well. There's a lot of tanks there. That AMX is going to be eaten alive if he's not careful. Nice shot. Nice bounce too. We have the E4 making a move there. Nice. There's a bit of a delay between the shooting and the shot, it seems. Well, there might just be ping. No one's looking at you. You can just... Oh. Now they're just going to eat him alive. F3 is moving in. Nice. And he missed. Even better. $50B also died. He is good at holding his shots though. See, the TL is not peeking out. Rhinoceronte is also not peeking out. Nice. That cost a grand total of 38 HP. That's not bad. T-59 Heavy is moving in. Nice bounce. HE, HE, HE. Oh, beautiful. Mind the dust though. That was the first actual full damage shot he took, wasn't it? I know that's not what they say, but it is the sound that it makes, in my opinion. Oof, let's see. Oh, that was a pillar in the way there. Let's see. You always have to be careful of the camper. Sheridan is a one-shot at least. We have the Progetto, that's also a one-shot. 460 TP, that is. Ow. Oh, just a bit too impatient there. My favorite tank is the Carrot. I absolutely love the Caro. It is by far my favorite tank. I just love I love auto reloaders as a whole, mind you. So that's important to note as well. Let's see. Nice. Nice. Good job. Rhinoceronte very low on HP as well. We are still missing 2 players though. Ah, there they are. Nice. And he can afford to eat one. No. He's the one that's making this a colo. Nice. And then just 2 left. This is one of those colos where I'm like, that's doable. No, I don't think he can run. That bounce. The bounce making all the difference. Four, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Like, he shouldn't be able to have you unless he HEs your behind. Which, technically speaking, he could have done here. But now he's on the shot reload and you can HE him. There you go. Beautiful. Well done. But yeah, the Kado is by far my favorite. That's why it's in my background. Lovely game. I like how the Sheridan was just completely ignoring him to take out his buddy in the object. So we still have 25 minutes left, which means 20 minutes left of replays. Let me show you one of myself. I don't actually remember which Standard B game I actually did show earlier this season and which I didn't. No, I don't think I showed this one. Because this is where it was still 2 marked. This is my only 3 marked tank. And I marked it by accident just because I kept playing it. Because auto reload and Mets and I are just mwah, I love it. So let's see. And I completely forgot what I did in this game, honestly. Let's see. Also, removing some songs from my playlist to avoid copyright strikes, because I actually bought like a copyright-free album. And it doesn't actually listen to that because some of the songs have been remixed into not copyright-free stuff. So it just gives me strikes on copyright-free songs because of the samples being used in other games. Nice. I remember this. This was fun. Poor guy. This was a very funny game if I remember correctly. Mostly because of just how old the enemy scene was. Like, I'm 55k games in. It's not that I'm getting newbie matchmaking or anything like that. So we're just gonna clip this spaghetti to death. Then I have to be a bit careful because I only have the E75 here. And we have the center. And now he wants to go there and I kind of wanted to move. Let's see. 45 carrots, yeah, that works. I'll just call it the carrot. I hope to one day get a ladybug camo on the carrot. Like, I have the carrot in my background with ladybugs. I've got my ladybug avatar. I am going to get a ladybug attachment. I'm just really, really wanting a carrot cap and a ladybug camo as well. I'm always in favor of capping bases, by the way. In this case, I decide not to, because I can. And then I bounce because I'm pro. And then we have the scent over there. And then I derped that shot. And I did kind of need it. I was kind of hoping for a potential raz here. But at the same time, I prefer the win over the raz. So him getting killed, it's fine. I did actually get that kill. But then I got killed. Yeah, that's why. But yeah, we won gloriously because we got 3 bases. And with that 1 kill, I wouldn't have gotten the raz anyway because there was just no time. I think you can't join this tournament because that's all set already. But if you want to join tours, definitely look for a team. And this was, I was close to the 3rd gun mark there. It was an old event as well. But the thing that I like most, though, is that I actually, the game where I got the 3rd mark was also nice. Let's see. In the meantime, I have another DM. Oh, I have a DM from Anton. Yeah. So we're going to watch that as well. In the T62A. That's also one of those tanks. I don't drive it enough anymore. It used to be one of the go-to tanks for me. I think it was, aside from the STB, one of the first high-tier meds that I actively played. It's just nowadays, it's not a bad tank. It's basically a thing of there's so many other tanks that I like playing more. Like the carrot, like the spaghetti, like the lion. Can you guess the theme? But when I have to drive a tier 10 med, I tend to go to auto reloaders because they basically fit my playstyle so much more. Oh, it's also on Canal, Normandy though. See, I mainly just drive it if I have battle pass missions for it. But to be fair, there are so many tanks in the game. Minus a few, I have them all, but I tend to just play the same 10-ish tanks. Because I just like the same kind of... I like two-shot auto loaders. And I like auto reloaders. So generally those are the ones that I play. Oh, that poor E3. Oh, that poor K91. He's going to be hurting. Nice tracking shot. He's got friends. Ouch. Nice bounce there. But yeah, so many things have these super speed boosts now though. But I still hope that they will delete the whole thing. I don't like the super consumable. He hit the corpse. Corpses are such great armor. Oh, that was mean. He is losing teammates very quickly. Nice bounce. Nice bounce. Rita did shot him. Oh, but he missed. Nice. There's only 3 people left on his team. He does need to try and keep the E5 alive, but that's going to be difficult. E5 is not really keen on preserving himself. He does get the kill though, so that's good. And the 60p is not making a push. Oof. Oh no. Nice shot. Nice bounce. Nice. Now you have a Death Star to contend with though. Use the rock. Rocks are your friend, as well as corpses. This is a very tricky one. Because they're both a one-shot for him. They do have a point advantage though. Do, do, do. Oh! No! He needed that. Let's see. He technically has time. It's the Ritter in base B. He has time to take him out, if he can. Nice. Nice. Not so nice. Nice. That was needed. Careful. He has the time advantage, though, because of the points. What a move. My guy. He's just looking at you. Oh, that bounce. Oh, that's the end. And he knows. Ah, I like the cron. What a game, my guy. Gorgeous. See, this is also, it's so much better than trying to play myself on PC, because this is, look at the block damage though. It's immediate. But when you can look at quality gameplay like this, honestly, beautiful. Not sure if I... Oh, you are from APAC server. So that works. Beautiful. What a game. Also, I am getting a message. I'm not going to check those, obviously. Because sometimes people send me private things. Okay, I have another... I just keep getting some very, very good games now. So I'm looking forward to watching the next one. We still have about 10 minutes of replay left, so let's watch this one then. Oh, that lad. I know him. I should basically try to get like all the marks and all the auto reloaders, because I do love them. But generally I just don't bother. I don't play as the same tank enough. And then I don't play solo often. And I try to stick in fun modes when I'm not having a good day health-wise, because then I'm just going to derp around more. Thing is that I know I'm a good player. I'm not a great player. I'm a good player. There's a big difference. But with my health issues, there's days where I can barely concentrate. And that means that I basically play like a potato. Yeah, that's not where you park your 268. But yeah, when I play like a potato, I know my games are just not going to be the same quality that I'm... Oof, okay. Nice. But yeah, I know my quality of gameplay is just going to be suffering, so generally I just prefer to play fun modes than to still get my missions done. Oof. But basically, in-game, you can make your own tour team for a tournament. They are at set times, and the times will differ depending on server. The thing is that you need a lot of other people to play with you, or you need to join one of those... nice. Join one of those 1v1 tours and stuff. And that's the end of Glupa. What a name. Okay, there's apparently currently a 2v2 going on. So you do need a friend for that. There's also 1v1 tours at times, or 3v3, I believe. Nice tracking shot. Do it again. Ah, he listened. Was just gonna say, come on, 268, but it's actually the E100 that gets it. I like how so far in these games they've just been steadily farming. Also, so many people underestimate the power of auto reloaders and how fast they can dish out damage. Like now, you can just kill him. He's being careful, he's not over peeking. Nice. Ah, he's still there. If that, what's just gonna say, if that hits though, beautiful. See, these are the games that just always make me happy to see. Like, you have the team and the teamwork, and it's just, it's beautiful. There we go. They did lose a friend in the process, but there's only 2 people left. One of them is still full health, so that could get him to 7k. HE. Look at the back. Nope. Nice. And now he's shot his reserve shell, which in this case makes sense. Because you don't expect him to survive long enough for you to reload. Except for when the T-30 bounces. Nice. Beautiful. Ah, I like this. Some very excellent games here. Let's see. Nice. That's a nice camo too. I think that's keyholes, isn't it? No, actually, no, never mind. I want to show the team results, but then I clicked away too fast. Let's see. I think I have time for one quick gameplay more, which is going to be one of my own. We just need a quick game. We're going to go with this one, because I don't mind skipping out on my own games. Oh, this one had such a great ending, though. I'm just going to skip through a bit. No, it's actually, we don't really need to, but I'm still gonna. I had a mission to win in British heavies. I don't actually like most British heavies. I think G-Sword, as in G-Sword the tank, is the only exception. But I do want to play tier 10. So that's how we ended up here. That was me derping. I like how he's not gotten a single shot into me yet. And then he bounces. I feel so sorry for the guy. But yeah, I know this is a good tank. It's just not really my playstyle. Right now, like back in the day, I used to play TDs exclusively. And then after that, I just started focusing more on fast tanks, heavyums and stuff like that. I love heavyums. Heavyums are my favorite kind of tank. I'm not sure what my radical is doing here, if that was the same in the actual game, because it's being funky. But I want you to mind the SP1C, because he's my friend. The radical just being all over the place. Oh, I remember what I forgot to do. Maybe there's still time. Let's see. We are going to go to the right place. Let's see. I'm just preparing stuff so I can do that quickly once the game is over. Let's see. I'm just going to... This is the thing, like, our teammates died, and I was like, I don't really want to be here. And more importantly, the SP1C was also like, I don't really want to be here. So they started capping the base, and I knew that I couldn't really keep that from happening. But I could try, like, my SB1C buddy is getting all the shots in. And there's still 3 people on their end. But the SB1C is still getting the shots in. And then they're both looking in the other direction. And then I can just farm a little bit more. Now he's going after my buddy. And I shot the ground because I'm pro like that. But I want to make sure that he doesn't kill my buddy. Because I need him. And so far he's been an excellent teammate. The radical is really funky. And by doing this, I at least make him a 1-clip. And then I realized I could actually shoot this guy on this side of the house. And then he derped and hit the building instead of me. SP1C took out one. And now it's just the Emil, who's just been firing, so I know that I can take him out. Let's see. There we go. Now it's just a few seconds. My buddy is racing in. I do hope to get the kill because I want the 5 kills. And he shoots, but that was a lovely game. He was such a good buddy, the SP1C. Okay, so we are quickly going to close the game. Then I'm going to do the wall mob thing. And I'm going to replace the file in the destination. There we go. And we're going to restart the game. And hopefully that will all work. And then I should be able to fly through buildings again. So I think that's wide enough. GG! Ah, that was... Oh, I actually missed a message there. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't check. Yes, no, thank you. But yeah, now I should be able to fly through walls again, which will be helpful. Just about a minute left before we should get the room invite. Yes, about half a minute. I did get more replays. So I will show that. Basically, I have the same thing for EU later today, and then tomorrow APAC and EU again. So I am looking forward to that as well. But that does mean I have time to kill. Also, after these matches, I still have time to kill until the time is over. So I always, like I said, I make sure to stream for the whole time that the timers are working, to make sure that everyone get as much rewards as they can. But yeah, the timers end at 2 p.m, which is, by the time you hear this, 52 minutes from now. So we have some time to kill. And like I said, if you want me to show your replay on stream, just send it on my Discord or DM it to me, that's fine too. And I will be happy to show you off. My only thing is that it either has to be an ace or a very epic game in a different way. Like epic game in fun mode works, or if you have like a very epic first class in a tank that has a very high ace bar, that works too. But basically just epic games. Let's see. We just have a minute to go before we can go into the room. And so far I'm going through my cough drops quite quickly. But luckily I have a lot of them. Basically right now. Like, this is all information you don't need, but I need to fill the time, so I'm just babbling. Oh my god, it's a wild Blue Steel in the chat. Blue Steel, for those that don't know, is an ex-pro player on the EU server. I've watched him many a season, and he is absolutely epic. And every once in a while, we tune up, and I just get carried. He's so OP, and he makes it look so easy. And it's not jealous in the way of, I want to be that. I'm jealous at how easy he makes it look. Because it's just so comfortable, so to speak. But yeah, Always happy to tune with him, even though I don't always have time. But we can go into the room for the upper bracket finals. Chart already completely ready with only two Kranwagens, a Felice, two F3s, a Hori, and a Panzerwagen. Shanghai is doing so well in the Hori. Probably jinxed it now, I'm sorry. And on the other side we have YSL. We see so far 3 Kranwagens, a Panzerwagen, a Felice, a Concept 1P, and we still miss a 7th player. But they still have 2 minutes to load in and get that settled. And let's see. Not much happening right now. This is always the part where you just basically wait for everyone and everything to be ready. 7th player has arrived for YSL. Probably another Kranwagen. But yeah, I am looking forward to watching these games. Like, the thing is that every server is different. Like, I find that generally speaking, EU plays more patiently. It's kind of like whittling each other down a little bit, trying to smell where the mistake is and then capitalizing on it. And APAC is just generally more chaotic, but in the best sense. It's so fun to have the differences. I haven't streamed NA in too long a time. I miss NA. Back in the day, when there was just one season, and the season was like condensed into 1 week or so, I would just take the whole week off and stream all 3 servers, which was so much fun. Exhausting, because my day would literally exist of streaming, sleeping, eating, and rinse and repeat. But it was so fun. But nowadays, because there's so many more seasons, and it's a lot more spread out with a lot more qualifiers and everything, that's really not possible anymore. But at least APAC isn't in the middle of the night for me, so generally speaking, if I can get time off of work, I will at least cover the final stages. Ooh, well, I just also got a blue steel replay. I think. It's not loading. It's not loading. The replay isn't loading blue steel. I don't know why. It did the others. But anyway, here we go. We see, oh, the WZ121 is making an appearance again. We have seen it before on the APAC server. Curious to see how it will perform now. I actually forgot to show the map preview, but you know Winter Malinovka, it's one of the oldest maps. 3 bases, 2 in fairly opposite corners, and 1 in the middle of the town. Waiko going for a spotting position. Note how he's not driving through anything. He's not giving away his position in that way. Because everything is information. Jackson gets spotted. And so far no one from Chart has been spotted, but most players from YSL have been. Jackson going for the base A cap, and now we have Waiko probably going to C to cap it, or maybe even B. As we already have Flavius going towards base C. We have a trap lying in wait with the F3s and Shanghai in the Hori. Hey Moody! Base C now getting capped, but YSL has a 50-point advantage already. And that is important. Because basically all the advantage that you can have here in the points puts pressure on the other side. I think there was a shot at the bush here, I think. Maybe? Was he looking at that? Yeah, it was. I think he thought someone was here. Atomic also taking a blind shot. So far no one has lost HP. But there's like a, what is it? 80%-ish difference between points? So Chart is definitely at a setback, and it will be up to them to make a change, either by killing tanks or taking base B or A, but that's well protected, so I don't think they were going to do that. Flavius holding in the corner. This is basically in protecting base C position. And there's enough firepower there that he could rotate quite quickly to help him. He will see people coming easily. Yeet Slayer losing a little bit of HP. Also note, the mod thing is not quite working. I will get that sorted for EU. Probably should have given it more time. More shots being exchanged, but so far only Flavio. Oh, never mind. Davey took a hit now too. And another one. Chard is actually pushing for A, which is wild. They're going after Jackson. Jackson is pulling back. They're trying to shoot Chard. But now we have Forget-Me-Not protecting Chard. Chard is pulling back. Davey's not looking too healthy. He is steadily being farmed. Davey actually goes down first. Chard is not looking too healthy. Jackson very low on HP as well. ATGG also losing HP. Chard goes down. So does ATGG. And Jackson. Evening the guns out again. But YSL has quite a bit of more HP than Chard has. Now we have Bao Chao arriving at the back, shooting just for Guy Fawkes. He goes down. 820 points. And a gun more. Oh, never mind. Yeet Slayer died. Even Stevens in the guns department, but we are at 800 points for YSL. Xiao Hai now moving back towards base B to cap that and get that advantage, because they need it. But there's about a 3k point advantage. HP advantage for YSL. Waiko is now being set upon. And now we have DNL is reloading. But we also have Bao Chao arriving. DNL holding. Waiko is going to go down. Or not. A grand total of 14 HP for Waiko here. Xiao Hai does go down though. So assuming that DNL can take out Waiko, which he may not be. No, he does not. Waiko may be man of the match here, because they are at 995 chart winning this game because of a 14 HP RHM, making all the difference here. What a game. Beautiful. See, this is what I love streaming. You don't see stuff like this in randoms, or at least not much. Well done. Now basically, like, if you get a replay, you can operate on any server. The only thing is that you can't click the name in the team results to get to see, like, the whatchamacallit, like the detailed stats. Oh, thank you, Moody. Looking forward to showing that too. We have plenty of time after these games, and tonight for the EU server, and tomorrow for APAC and EU. So yeah, keep them coming. I am happy to show off people that I like, or fellow community contributors, or friends, or basically just OP players. It can be so much fun. And to be fair, like, the games that I'm showing are so much better than I could ever provide myself. Like, in gameplay. Let's see. 36 seconds left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 7 of the upper bracket. We have Chart now ready with 2 Kranwagens, 2 Felices, an F3, a Hori, and a Panzerwagen. And on YSL side, we see 4 Kranwagens, a Felice, a Concept 1B, and an F3. Basically, the theme is that almost all the tanks that we see right now in the current meta are tanks where we just literally do not have any single shot people. Let's see. And after the stream, I do need to fix the whole mob thing. I want to fly through the ground, which is not working. Look at all the clippers. We have Davy going for a spot, but important to note that he's going for the other bush because this is the bush that they will expect him in. And that's one of the things I really like so much. Oh, nice shot by Xiaohai. And they know he's there. But they just don't see him just yet. Davy now rotating around to a different bush. Yeet Slayer deciding he does not quite want to be there anymore. Atomic making his move towards base C. Right now, though, no one is going for base A yet. Flavius does get spotted. C is now being capped. And that will give YSL a bit of an advantage. Shouldn't be that much because Flavius is now capping the base. And they need that to avoid YSL's advantage. Let's see. Blind shots happening into the right place. He also just dropped down a bush. Just for Guy Fox also getting spotted. My Lord RNG activating his speed boost to relocate a bit. And we are entering the holding game. Again, Chart is at a disadvantage. It will be up to them to make a move. That being said, though, there's a grand total of, well, no more. There was a grand total of 20 HP between them. But Jackson right now is in danger. He's losing quite a bit of HP. Again, activate speed boost to get out of danger. But lost about half his hit points. That was a blind shot into Kin, I think. Well played. In the meantime, we have Davy running around. The fast lanes generally make all the difference in these games. I can't stress that enough. Kin now spotted and shot. And again. This is the thing. I'm not sure if you saw that. There was a tracer through the bush here. As he was shooting, but he was just here rather than here, which is where they expected him. I love tours. You don't see that kind of clever gameplay anywhere else. Any randoms you would be able to get away with being in that specific bush. Kin slowly being murdered. Also having all kinds of modules damaged. Xiaohai making a move. Kin goes down. Xiaohai and Waiko focusing on ATDG. I keep thinking attack dog. I don't think that's what it means, but that's the word that comes to mind for me. Forget Me Not goes down. But so far, YSL still has the advantage here. ATDG is not looking too healthy though. But DNL, oh, big hit into Xiaohai. Xiaohai has to be careful because he's now going to get farmed. And he gets taken out. And that's costly for Chart. Yeet Slayer goes down. Flavius, Davy, and just for Guy Fawkes moving in. And they have to take him out. They do that. In the meantime, YSL's also caught base B. Capped base B. Ooh, Char not landing that hit. Cost him his life. 920 points. It is 4v3 with 2 bases for YSL. Some not so healthy tanks. Davy now going for base C, but he also has to take base B. And we are already at 980 points. Davy actually getting shot there. And taken out by Atomic in the end. From there. And the game is for YSL. Actually missed what that said. I saw an invite. I thought I disabled those things. That it wouldn't pop up, I mean. But maybe it just did it because of the notification. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that's what you meant with the tier 8 bundle. Thing is, you have to get the one that you want. And I do not want any of them because the only tier 10s that I miss are not in there. So yeah, for the third game, we are moving on to Naval Frontier. Let me actually show you the map preview for that. You have 3 bases in a straight line there. One up top. We have one down below, just right next to that. And one near, well, base C is near the other end. We have seen a fantastic game here earlier. Not today, but I think it was Sunday. Where I think there was also Xiaohai in the Hori. Don't pin me on that though, because I'm really bad with names. Basically, the Hori just had to survive, and there was no way for the last surviving member of the other team to catch him or to get base A, and that was the only chance that they had at winning. It was glorious. Let's see, 12 seconds left to go. Yeet Slayer now in the Hori. Jackson in the LT, 2 Felices and 3 Kranwagens. Versus 2 Kranwagens, 3 F3s, a Hori and a Felice. Let's see. Doo, doo, doo. I do love the unicorn avatars. Let's see. Shah is in the... Am I confused? I think I am confused. Getting Hori first. I'm not sure why that shot went there. But we see blind shots happening. Jackson immediately going for base A. More blind shots happening where the NL is at. Oh, look at the F3s though. They're lying in wait just for Guy Fawkes does get spotted, so does Wyco. And they have to be careful not to get farmed from base A, but now the NL is potentially in trouble. Yeet Slayer is rotating around. Are they going to... This is... You see the miscommunication here. You see the... Not sure who to focus... Oh, Yeet Slayer missing that shot. You see the... We do not know who to focus. Okay, just push the DNL. And they do take out DNL. But Davy also got taken out for it. And I don't think that was the idea. We have Felice versus Felice. And I think he's happy to just wait for his teammates to arrive. Kin has Xiaohai to contend with. And that allows them to push Yeet Slayer, which is the one that they're going for. Bounced on his butt. They're going after Yeet Slayer. He gets taken out. So does Forget Me Not. Now they're free to turn around. Waiko has to be careful not to get basically farmed by my Lord RNG. He is spotted. They know he is coming. They can't afford to not shoot him. Waiko not sharing HP here. ATDG goes down. So does just for Guy Fawkes. It is 4v4. It is 3v4. Kin surviving by the skin of his teeth. Chard is almost gone. It is 2v4. And Flavius is being too careful because he can get farmed by Kin at the back there. And they do take him out. And now it's just Waiko. And he does take out Kin. But there's just too many tanks. A very healthy Jackson now arriving. And he is reloading that one shell. And he can't angle to every side. Let's actually just go a little bit down. And he's going to die. And the game is for YSL. And I think this partially has to do with the miscommunication. You saw the hesitant. Basically, they hesitated and it cost them quite a bit of HP to take out DNL there. Well played, well reacted by YSL. Let's see, 1.5 minutes left to go. It is a best of 7. No one's up for match point just yet. And let's see. Jackson staying in the LT. 2 Felices, 2 Kranwagens. Potentially another one. There we go. 3rd one. And Yeet Slayer switching back to a Kranwagen here. Whereas Chard is still taking Shanghai in the Hori. Davy in the Panzerwagen. And we see 2 Kranwagens in F3 and 2 Felices. The thing is that the camo for the Felice is a bit orangey. We used to have an orange cat called Felice. She was gorgeous. But I cannot see this tank without thinking of her. She's long gone now. Like, we had her for 15 years? 14. 14 years. But she was precious. 28 seconds left to go before we go into the 4th game. And let's see. I always find it fun to see the switches in the tanks because you can tell that, like, Chard sticking with the Hori so much is actually a surprise because it's... I can't say it's not meta because it kind of is, but compared to all the Clippers, it's usually not. But they perform really well with the Hori in their team. Let's see. Look at the camo. Look at the tank. I miss my Felice. Let's see. Both teams focusing on the same sides basically. With Davy having a quick look to see who is crossing. No, actually, they're going to A. Jackson has not been spotted. They're also shooting where regular ones would be, but Davy. Ooh, Jackson, is he going to get away with that? He may be getting away with that. Jackson not shooting. He does get the base. Oh, and he does get the bounce. Such a cheeky move. Cena also getting capped by Flavius there. And most of Chard is dug in behind that. Jackson is running around. Let's see. ATDG is waiting. Jackson goes back to a to spot. This is the thing though, like, Jackson's function isn't to do damage. It's to run around and give information. Like, basically, by him being there, he's looking in this direction to see if anyone is crossing over here. Blind shot into where Forget-Me-Not is. And they are not wrong. But this is also the thing, like, you see all the map pings? They're pinging where they're getting shot from. ATG taking a hit from Xiaohei. But these are the things, like, it seems that there's nothing happening, but there's so much happening. Like, with the blind shots, they see the shot hit the ground like this. Like, this is a gun mark, basically. So they know that they were getting shot from there. Those are all the... Oof, Jackson taking a hit. And another one. ATG also getting pushed. Not me trying to explain tournaments and thus forgetting all the action. ATG is gone. Flavie is not looking too healthy though. So he may be getting farmed. And getting tracked. And that's the end of Flavius. We have Waiko deciding that he does not want to be there anymore. Going instead for a B cap. But we have DNL and Atomic making a move in that direction. Davey facing off against Yeet Slayer. Together with Xiaohei. But they take preference over taking Davey out. Rather than avoid getting hit by Xiaohei. Ooh, that shot not penning is going to be expensive. A is being kept, C is being kept. We have Yeet Slayer making things difficult. He now gets help from Jackson. Not all the shots go in. YSL now being careful to wait so that Jackson does not get hit by Xiaohei, but Xiaohei is gone. We have at the back there My Lord RNG facing Forget-Me-Not and just for Guy Fawkes. And that's going to be the end of My Lord RNG, making it 4v4 with base B now being stolen. Kin parking his tank, then taking out charge just casually there. Kin can't really get out of there, has to be careful. DNL reloading his shots as he's now getting set up on... What's that? An HE hit? He's just waiting to get his third shell back. Ooh, that is expensive. They need to take out Waiko. But we already 1k points. They don't actually need to take out Waiko. Yeet Slayer survives with 9 HP. But the game is for YSL. Beautiful. There's just so much going on there. It's actually... Sometimes this is the thing that I dislike about being a streamer. It is hard to keep track of everything. Like, you're focusing on one part, and then stuff is happening on the other side, and you could miss that. And then you feel bad about missing it, because quite frankly, you want to show it all. Let's see. 40 now. YSL is up for match point. If they take the next game, then they are through to the grand finals. And we will place one or first or second on the server. Whereas Chart has to win 3 in a row for that to happen. We are moving on to Middleburg though. Middleburg, 3 bases, 2 close to their respective spawns, 1 in the hill. This is one of the maps where holding is important, but also running around, because you kind of want that base C just to be sure. That being said, with the Kramwagers having the speed push, you may get away with it. As in, not taking any fast tanks, and just capping that base C anyway. We also see more Felices being used now. I don't think I've ever seen 5 Felices in one match, I should say. But we see Chart with 3 Kranwagens, 3 Felices and a Hori, whereas YSL is taking no less than 5 Kranwagens and 2 Felices. I'm not sure if you've ever seen The Cruise. It's, oh, the movie is so funny. But there's like a sloth being used as a belt there. And every time something dramatic happens, you go doot. And I kind of have the same inkling, like when I'm feeling the pressure of these games. Like I'm not playing, but I am feeling it. And I kind of just go, that noise. I'm childish, honestly. I see no reason to act my age. Gorgeous fillies. Heading towards base B here. And we have Davy alone. We have Chart now also moving into the hills. But there's 2 tanks from YSL here. And only 1 from Chart, which they don't know yet. Like, Chart is almost there as well. We have a Felice and a Kran versus a Felice and a Kran. Where we have now ATDG moving to get base C. And he may get away with it. And he does get away with it. And he doesn't even get hit for it. Well played. So now he's putting back into safety. We have YSL partially dug in here, waiting for Chart to make a move. But this is quite dangerous. Because C is now being stolen, but they could be stealing base A relatively quickly as well. Forget me not moving in. C has just been casually stolen. We have Chart holding at the back there. ATG taking a hit. Davy pulling back before Yeet Slayer can get him. Atomic in the meantime has lost quite a bit of HP. Jackson is losing HP. Chart not quite going for the cap. But they are slowly farming. Base C is being stolen back again. And now we have more players from YSL in the hills. Xiaohei does take a hit there, but took more damage. And Chart is being very, very hesitant. Now they're pushing in, but they're going to lose tanks and HP. Oh, look at the hits into Waiko there. Waiko goes down. DNL is not long for this world either. Gets taken out. Flavius is the next preferred target for YSL. For YSL. Davy is almost gone. Gets taken out. 870 points. Base A has been stolen. Flavius gets taken out by Atomic. 925 points. If they get 2 more kills, Jackson's not looking too healthy here. And he can't really angle. He does save himself, and with that lands in them at 1k points. And the game, and the matchup. Game, set, match, as they say. YSL just basically, they laid the trap, and in this case, Chart hesitated, lost HP, hesitated again, then pushed in, but by then, YSL was already dug in. They were supporting one another. Well played overall though, but that does mean that YSL is through to the grand finals. And chart is through to the lower bracket. That also means all the matches are over by the looks of it. And he got knocked out by Reckom. So that means that tomorrow we start with Reckom versus chart. And then whoever wins that has to face YSL in the grand final. So that's what we will be streaming tomorrow. We still have... Sorry. About, by the time you hear this, 15 minutes left of Portal replays. So I will be showing you some more games. Let's see, did I get Blue Steel's game? Yes, I did. We're going to watch Blue Steel have a game. Because if anyone is OP, it's him. Oh, he's also with Ray Diona, who's also OP. And apparently this game was ridiculous, so I'm very curious. Also, that is one of my favorite cameras in the game. Absolutely love it. Let's see. I still need to get used to the Swedish crew voices, honestly. The thing is that I can speak a little bit of Swedish, but I always just... like, the things that they say, I don't quite know yet. Two of my sisters live in Sweden, so over time you do pick up some words. Let's see. I think that was We Hit Them Hard or something like it. Let's see. I'm just focusing too much on the crew voices, to be honest. This is the thing that I generally also do on... There's a tank there. And he's shooting you. And he's just standing still. And not doing anything. In the meantime, we have Diona just moving in now. Whereas Blue Steel is just reloading his gun. Shadow woo got taken out, but there goes the MK. This is the thing I like to do in Canyon as well, to be honest. Just go to the middle and farm as you can. Because when you get games like this, all you need to do is be patient. He really wants you. They have friends. Well played. This is why the speed boost can be super effective, not just in the way of getting places, but also getting out of places. We hit them hard, I think. They are effectively blocking each other and getting in each other's way. There's also a corpse there. Nice save by Diona. $65 HP left. And again, there's a corpse there. You can't move through that. Let's see. It's just casually reloading. It is 5v5, so it's not all lost. Plus, two very OP players here. Is he going to make it that easy? Oof, no, he is. Never mind. Let's see. He's got a grand total of 65 HP left. He has to be so careful. To be fair, it is the meta tank. And they're both just very much waiting, and the TDs are just literally waiting as well. Yeah, the owner is going to die here. Unless he gets very lucky. But he doesn't. Look at the amount of HP that is left in places, though. $65 HP. Nice bounce. And his TD friend is just pretty much being useless. He needs that Kron out of the way. He's the one that keeps him spotted and everything. That works. Slowly but surely. And now we have a 1 versus 4. That'll do. No idea why that penned, but we'll take it. When you realize that there's another TD out there somewhere as well. And again, 65 HP. I would want to go across the other side of the ridge, to be honest, but that's me. I have to be so careful. Because you don't, if anyone sees you, you're dead. And he's just not spotted. GG. So where's he gone? Where did he go? No bases have been kept either, by the way. And you have to be so careful about knocking down stuff when you're alone as well. Where did the street wagon go? Like, you can get the base, but then they also know where you are. At the same time, you kind of need them to come to you, with only a minute left. So let's see who's going to be drawn in here. Because I don't think it's going to be enough to win. You need more than that. You need at least a tank. Maybe 2. I know you said it wasn't in the same game, but now I really want to know how. Oof. Nope. Denied. 20 seconds left? Are you losing this? 13 seconds left? Are you losing this? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I get why you called this game ridiculous. YSL is really good. Shard is really good as well, but YSL is really good. This was utter ridiculousness. This is what I meant with accepting other classes. At a game like this, it's nuts. Like, if they had kept that base, they would have won that. Based purely on the points. Yeah, that was proper ridiculousness. Let's see, I also have a game from Moody. T22. Oh, that's another tank I haven't touched in ages. By the way, you might see some of these replays back tonight on the EU server. But that's fine. Most of the people watching will probably not have watched this. Well, not watch that. Basically, most people watch just their server. So let's see. T22 used to be one of the most OP tanks out there. Was pretty much the first. I wouldn't say pay to win, because the game isn't pay to win, but sort of pay to win. That was fast. They do have the base. They have to be careful though. Mind the rock. Oof. There goes his teammate. And that's one. Big TD over there. Staring in his direction, but missed, luckily. Nice. F3 is now reloading. They also still have to be careful of the Death Star at the back. Nice tracking shot. Oof. This is the thing though, like, when tanks do that, they don't really realize that they're actually not helping, but also keeping you from helping them. Go, go, go. Oh no, Jaeger is arriving there. Let's not be there anymore. TVP goes down. And he just shot. GG. And he shoot him again before he shot. Yes, he can. Making it 3v2. 2v3, basically. And we know the Jaeger is behind there as well. Nice little bounce. Oh, I think he just bounced on his own teammate there. No pressure, no stress. Just a Colobano situation, that's all. Tracking shot. Is he? Oh, he's not fixing. He's fixing too slow. He did cap the base. Papau. That's a snack. Probably not the actual word set, to be fair, but still. Thing is, he could go for base A to at least not get behind on caps too much. And we don't know where his body went. There we go. No, that's the Jaeger. Never mind. We knew where that one went. Let's see. Someone's actually drilling. GG. That's not nice sound. Basically makes the whole house vibrate. The only thing is I'm never sure if that's actually here or at the neighbors. I think that's the Kran. The question is, where did the Jaeger go? I always hate these situations. Nice. Nice. Oh my god, you guy. That was the Jaeger. You have a corpse now. Corpses are your friends. Ow, he still hit you, actually. Question is, can you get behind him on time before he reloads? If he pens you, though... Oh! Oh my god. The pressure. Nice. Good job. That was beautiful. Very well done. Look at that. Kolobanov. Casual 7k. Very well played there. Beautiful. So basically now, by the time you hear this, the timers will have stopped. So I'm just going to fill 3 minutes with nada, just to make sure that it will basically the timer stop at the hour, which should be by the time you hear this because of the delay. But I'm always make sure that it's 2, well, in this case 2 p.m. because that's my time for me before I end it, just in case that something goes wrong with ending the stream or anything. So we're just going to have a look at the bundles in this store. This bundle is actually a bundle that I like. I think I bought that on my own account. I don't need the gold, I just like a gamble. There's so many tanks being sold, so many things being sold. Like, the offers that I get on this account are pretty good. I don't think I've seen this on my EU account, but it is here. And to be fair, this would be a very good bundle. I would fall for that mainly just because of the value of it. Let's see, we have crates and gold and stuff. The tanks right now are okay. This. Oh, I'm totally not biased or anything. It's just my favorite tank and everyone should have it. I will never tell anyone to buy anything in the game though. But it's such a lovely tank. I love it so much. This is also, you don't often see this tank being sold. Doesn't happen all that often, especially not for gold, relatively low gold. But you do get stuck with the HTC with it, and I'm not sure that's worth it. F3 for 15k gold is also very good, not gonna lie. Yeah, I would probably buy it as a singular bundle. This, however, is also a bundle that I really, really like. Both these tanks are so much fun. T77 is one of my favorite tier 8s. And G-Sword, basically, if I have a TD mission, G-Sword is generally the tank that I go for. So in this case, I would get them both with the camos. And I'll be happy with that. But not on my APAC account, obviously, because that's really not worth it. Of course, you have all the raiding tanks and bundles and all of that. Oh, I can open a free crate. Because free stuff is free. And I could buy camos. This is actually like the IS2 that actually dropped from a crate for me. I was just, every time that I stream here, I just open the big crates and what free stuff I can get. And I actually dropped that tank and I was like, okay. I generally, I don't play on this account, but everything that I got here is either Christmas gift or has been free another way. Which is funny. But yeah, we are. The timer has stopped. By the time you hear this, it stopped 3 minutes ago, but still. That also means that there's no point in my streaming any longer. I'm just going to have a quickly check the portal myself just to make sure it does actually say that it stopped now. So that's going to be it for me for now. I will be back tonight to stream the EU server. Hope to see you all then. Thank you all for watching. Congratulations YSL for reaching the grand finals. And we'll see if Reckom or Chart meets them there tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. Thank you, Eric, for my new chat. And I'll be seeing you later. Bye-bye.